Adam Walter here with Virtual C with an update to the VEP program. For you guys that are subscribing, you automatically get this update every week, or I will send out one every month. That as we come out with new content, you'll be able to come into the weekly meeting that we just got done with and ask for new features or see the new content we pushed. And we're always trying to push new things that are going to help generate more revenue and make your client experience more successful. So today we're just going to talk about how this week we released the new budget process. And this is the result of a lot of work over the past 3 months or so. Feedback from the previous version of needing more cost centers, needing more error checking, and needing more videos explaining how to use the process. So here I'm just going to show you how to go through all of this, where to find these tools in your portal, and how to get the most out of it really quickly. So let's take a look. In your portal, you'll see that you have an Academy section. You're going to want to go over to that. You'll scroll down and you'll see, for me, it's a little different because as the vendor, I get to see my Virtual C Academy. And as you scroll, you'll find different courses that are available. For you, it's under on-demand courses. There's an entire section on it. So click on on-demand courses and then come down a little bit and you'll see the budget planning tool, implementing an IT budget. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with the IT budget process, it's really cool because you can generate another $1,200 a month is what I recommend charging for this to help your A clients come up with a more cohesive IT budget. You're not replacing their budgetary process. What you're doing is you're helping them gain visibility in how they're spending their IT money on what. And so you'll have active conversations with their finance department, helping them figure out where they can do deductions, where CapEx is, where OpEx is, and then planning out the next year. This whole process aligns with what you have as a project plan for, in this case, the 2020 year or 2021, and you're going to line up the budget with them. So if you come into this course, it's going to explain a lot. I've got a little snippet up here, just kind of basically just tells you about it. Yeah, I could put another smiling face of me talking, but who wants to see my face more often? So the way this kind of came out to be originally, the first version of this was because a client needed something to show their clients' budgets. And so I challenged Chris Gove, one of our employees, with coming up with a way of presenting a budget that was engineer friendly. We're not accountants. We don't know half of these terms. Some of you are kind of looking over your shoulder going, I don't know half of what he's talking about before. And so what's a CapEx? What's OpEx? What's a deduction? Or how do we do all this forecasting stuff? That's what this course is for. It doesn't go into extreme depth. You can ask, and I'll make more videos on anything that's unclear, but that's the beauty of the VEP program, is just getting to know a little bit more about what it is you guys want to know. I'm not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of videos and a bunch of content that doesn't pertain to what you need. Everything we have in here was somebody requested it, or I talked about it 100 times in our coaching sessions. So if you come over to the definitions, we're going to explain to you a little bit about what the basic terms of accounting is. And a nice little video of me explaining why this is important, the key principles behind it, and what you can use. The videos were not there before. Each of these sections have been fleshed out a little bit further. So as you go through, like how to deliver the annual budget, the monthly meeting, the quarterly meeting, how do you integrate a budget into your QBR process? How do you integrate a budget into your monthly meeting process if you meet with your clients monthly? And what does that mean? How do you provide this value? And then finally, how do you convert your budget and make a new one? What is great about a budgeting process, if your client will let you do it and pay for it, is that it will translate you from being that operational expenditure into that trusted partner. They're now asking you to help them make financial decisions. And then that's exactly where you want to be. And so a couple people have asked me as well, like, okay, that is great. Where's the tool? So you're going to want to go into your library and check out your tools, and you're going to see an IT budget spreadsheet. You're going to download it right here. And here you get a little bit of a preview of what the budget looks like. and you're going to see a very simple breakdown of how to do an IT budget every year. I recommend downloading this and just creating a mock one. Just add some data in, create some cost centers up here that matter, and or projects that you can track. Create some dummy line items down here, or if you have a client, import some, and just play around with the spreadsheet. And then at some point, when you're doing an annual review or you're talking to a client, just pull up the spreadsheet in the background and to say, well, we estimate here's what the costs are going to be for this budget. And they're like, whoa, what's this? What's this dashboard? And your client's going to ask that question. You're going to be like, well, for our VCIO customers, we build one of these for the entire year that encompasses all the projects. Oh, now they want it because it's an easy way for them to make decisions, because finance people don't understand technology. Technology people don't really understand finance. There's a couple of you out there that do, but kudos. I don't. So this engineering style of accounting is going to answer their questions and bridge that gap. So they'll ask you more questions. And when you think, oh yeah, everybody knows this stuff, like, no, they don't. When you buy a new storage appliance, is it a physical appliance? Is it a virtual appliance? Is it a cloud hosted appliance? This matters to an accounting department. And they have just given up like asking these questions because it's just not it's not going to make any sense to them. But if you can clarify these things, they can make tax deductions and you can help save them lots of money by getting them to understand where these expenses are going, where they're coming to. You can help them overcome these large spikes in their budgetary process. So that's the release for the VEP this week. I highly recommend that you go out and check out the budget spreadsheet, all the updates to it for those of you who have been using it. And for those of you who haven't been using it yet, head over to your courses, look for the budget process under the on-demand section, and go through some of the materials. There's not much. It should take you maybe 20 minutes to go through all this stuff and get an overview for what the budget looks like. And if you want, I'm happy to do a one-on-one and talk through it and how you can deliver it, how you can start making money, and how you can start using this to improve your client engagement today. If you have any questions, just feel free, reach out to coaching@virtualc.biz, and we will answer any questions you have. Have a great week.